midstream today. Finally made it into this pretty awesome wilderness spot. Big mission to get in here. Never been here before. The river just looks absolutely stunning. I just can't wait to get a line in there. Hoping that today's gonna be a fine day. There's quite a bit of morning cloud around this morning, but that's looking like it's going to burn off and there's blue sky, so yeah, pretty excited. This is the best part of fishing, really, just arriving at a new spot, not knowing what's here, all the excitement of the day, and just not knowing what you're going to catch, so really looking forward to today. So temperatures are starting to cool off a bit in the backcountry. Still hoping that the fish will be feeding freely and the insect activity will be still up there, so I'm still hoping for a bit of dry fly action today, so really hope that the sun's going to come out and just warm the temperatures up. That'll also help with the spotting. This river's got not, I won't say colour, but maybe it's a little bit of sort of tannin colour to it, so I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to spot the fish in here, but ready to rip into it. Stay tuned. First good fish, big old fish, a little bit skinny, but it's a big rainbow. It was really good to catch fish at last. It's taken a little while. I think this river's had a little bit of fishing pressure, but finally into something, so that's cool. Oh. rainbow, really nice fish. And this big pool behind me, I could see the fish swimming around, so I could see it take the flow, which was awesome. Really nice fish. It's about turnaround time for me here. I've had some good fishing. There's plenty of good fish in this system, which is great to see. It's a new place for me, so I'm pretty excited about the find. Quite an effort getting up the stream. It's probably got some of the most slipperiest rocks I've ever encountered, and as a consequence I've slipped over a couple of times and actually got quite wet. So yeah, something to think about. At this time of the year it's not all that warm. The sun has finally sort of come out and warmed up a little bit, but it hasn't been very warm coming up the stream, and it hasn't helped that I've fallen in and got wet. So those sorts of things you really need to think about. I'm kind of thinking at this time of the year I might start bringing my my waders from now on. It's getting cold enough. Earlier on today I was actually cold enough that my body was really shivering hard out, so I guess in some ways that's probably the first stages of hypothermia. So you don't really want to get into that position really when you're out here on a big solo mission, quite a way away from civilization. It's been a pretty cool day. I've hooked about probably about 8 fish. I've landed 4 rainbows. I got busted off by 3 fish which I didn't see. Just in here, just in this really big pool here, and there was just a brownie sitting down in behind me down here, and yeah, I was able to sight fish to that fish. Just got a nymph in above him and watched him come up and take the fly, which was really cool. But I was a little bit slow in getting control of the fish, and he went down under this log and wrapped me around some of the timber that's down there. So and that was the end of that. I was a bit gutted about that. That was a really good fish. Another rainbow just down here which I was able to sight fish to as well, which I got to take the fly, but I was a little bit slow on the take and the fly came out. Some big fish in here too, so some good sized fish, so that's pretty cool as well. So turnaround time for me, it's it's about 2:30. It's going to take me at least an hour, probably longer, going back downstream, and then up the other stream I came down. It's going to take another half an hour, and then probably a couple of hours walking back to the car. So yeah, I've still got a big mission ahead of me, so I need to get moving. Right, back to the junction now. Going to head back up this side stream here, which leads back up to a track which I'm going to bush bash through back to the car. So it's going to take me probably about 3 hours to get back up there. I might do a little bit of fishing on the way. There's some really nice pools up there too, so I want to check that out. It's been a cool day. Like and subscribe. Stay tuned. Still going to try and get a few more of these missions squeezed in before it really cools off, before winter sets in. So stay with me. Do some random thoughts. Just on the way home, just some random thoughts for the day. Great thing about doing a vlog on anything really is that it just encourages you to get out there regularly and do it. I haven't been into trout fishing so much for the last few years. Still been doing it, but not as much as I used to. I guess what drew me into to getting out into the backcountry was to explore the new places I'd never been, and just there's kind of a bit of excitement around that really. Just you just don't know what's around the next corner, so that's what keeps you driving on, I suppose, to explore and find what's around that next corner. And then if you can combine that with a few other things like photography and trout fishing, then that just adds to the adventure really. And what took me into sort of the out of the way places was that the search for fish that had really been fished, I suppose, and with the thought that these pristine environments that are not touched much by humans are likely to harbour the really good fish. So it was a search for big fish in wild places that really got me going. And just doing this vlog now, that really is the thing that's getting me back out there again, which is kind of cool. First good fish, big old fish, a little bit skinny, but it's a big rainbow. It was really good to catch fish at last. It's taken a little while. I think this river's had a little bit of fishing pressure, but finally into something, so that's cool.